Days of Our Lives spoilers, secrets, shockers, and unexpected reunions in Salem. What's coming next? As February unfolds in Salem, the drama is reaching new heights, and the next 2 weeks, February 3rd through February 14th, will be packed with shocking secrets, emotional confessions, and mysterious encounters that could change everything for some of our favorite characters. With so much deception, intrigue, and unexpected twists ahead, here's what fans can expect as the storylines heat up. Kristen DeMara's secret. What is she hiding from Brady? Kristen has never been one to play by the rules, and in the coming days, she will once again find herself tangled in a web of secrecy. She will stumble upon something that she knows she must keep from Brady, leading her to cover her tracks and keep a tight lid on the truth. It all begins when Kristen starts to suspect that Rachel, her mischievous daughter, may have gotten her hands on Ava's phone. If this turns out to be true, Kristen will immediately realize that Rachel may have done something reckless, perhaps something that could expose dangerous secrets. As Kristen digs deeper, she follows the clues to Blake's house, where she makes a shocking discovery: Ava tied up, completely helpless. This discovery will leave Kristen with a difficult decision. Should she intervene and help Ava escape, or does she have more to gain by keeping quiet and letting Ava suffer the consequences of whatever trouble she's landed in? Things take an even more bizarre turn when Kristen encounters a mysterious figure known as the Woman in White. This eerie woman, shrouded in secrecy, could hold answers to one of the biggest mysteries of Kristen's life. Could she truly be Rachel Blake, Kristen's long-lost mother? Kristen has always believed her mother was gone forever, but this encounter could change everything. The possibility of a long-awaited reunion between mother and daughter raises an even bigger question: if Rachel Blake is indeed alive, what has she been hiding all these years? And why has she chosen this moment to resurface? Kristen will have to make a decision that could alter her life forever. Will she side with her mother and keep Ava locked away, or will she go against her family's wishes and do the right thing? Chad DeMara's emotional moment with Julie. Meanwhile, Chad will experience a heartwarming moment when he checks in on Julie, who has been going through a tough time lately. After a recent therapy session, Chad finds Julie in much better spirits, and she will admit that getting her emotions out has been incredibly helpful. Julie has always been one of the strongest and most outspoken residents of Salem, but even she has her breaking points. Sitting down with Marlena and working through her feelings has given her a new perspective, and she is committed to continuing therapy to heal from the burdens of the past. Chad will be relieved to see her feeling more like herself again, but this heartfelt moment will also serve as a reminder of his own struggles. Could this lead Chad to do some soul-searching of his own? Salem is a town filled with secrets, and perhaps Chad's past, or even his future, will soon come into question. A new Sophia arrives in Salem. What drama will she bring? Big casting changes are coming to Salem, and one of the most notable ones involves the character of Sophia. Rachel Boyd will take over the role on February 12th, stepping in as the latest actress to play the character. Sophia's return is sure to stir up trouble, particularly when it comes to Tate and Holly. These two have been at the center of plenty of chaos lately, and with Sophia back on the scene, it's likely that their already complicated dynamic is about to get even messier. Could Sophia's return mean trouble for Tate and Holly's relationship? Will she bring new secrets to light that could turn their world upside down? With emotions running high and romantic entanglements becoming more complicated than ever, Salem is in for another round of heartbreak, passion, and betrayal. Meanwhile, weddings are supposed to be a time of joy, love, and celebration, but for Jada Hunter, her special day turns into a devastating catastrophe. What should have been a beautiful moment shared with family and friends crumbles into chaos when she finds herself at the center of a shocking scandal, one that leaves her arrested in front of all of Salem. It all begins when her groom, the man she trusted with her heart, publicly accuses her of corruption. The accusations send shockwaves through the guests, many of whom gasp in disbelief, unable to reconcile this turn of events with the woman they thought they knew. But the drama doesn't stop there, far from it. As tensions rise, Shawn Brady steps forward with supposed evidence, presenting damning claims against Jada that quickly escalate the situation. Within moments, her wedding transforms into a crime scene as officers descend upon the venue, placing her in handcuffs while horrified onlookers whisper in hushed tones. The weight of the betrayal is evident in Jada's eyes as she processes the humiliation of being dragged away from the altar in disgrace. The fallout is swift and unforgiving. With the scandal now public, Paulina Pricecarver takes decisive action, stripping Jada of her title as sheriff and publicly declaring her immediate termination. The move sends a clear message to Salem: Paulina will not tolerate corruption within the police force, whether the allegations are true or not. Jada, once one of the most respected law enforcers in town, is now jobless, humiliated, and alone. E.J. DiMera's master plan pays off while Jada struggles with the repercussions of the shocking accusations against her. E.J. DiMera watches from the sidelines with satisfaction. Unbeknownst to most, E.J. has been orchestrating this entire takedown, planting the so-called evidence against Jada to serve his own agenda. His ultimate goal? To reclaim the position of district attorney, an office he believes is rightfully his. With Jada out of the way and the scandal tarnishing the police department's reputation, E.J. sees his chance to strike. However, his ruthless plotting does not come without consequences. His latest relationship is now in jeopardy. Belle Black, who had been growing closer to E.J., is disgusted by his manipulations and decides to end things between them. But their connection isn't so easily severed. Despite her anger, Belle soon finds herself back in E.J.'s bed, proving that the passion between them is impossible to ignore. As E.J. and Belle navigate their volatile relationship, they clash over the DA position. Belle is torn between her desire for justice and the undeniable chemistry she shares with E.J. Their arguments grow more intense, but rather than pushing them apart, the fiery tension only fuels their attraction. Their romance is as complicated as ever, and it remains to be seen whether their love can survive the power struggle that threatens to tear them apart. Steve Johnson uncovers a disturbing truth while the rest of Salem reels from Jada's scandal. Steve Johnson senses that something much bigger is at play. He begins to question whether everything is as it seems, particularly regarding the man who so publicly accused Jada. To Steve, something about him just doesn't add up. He doesn't seem like himself, his mannerisms, his expressions, even the way he carries himself, it's all just off. A chilling possibility begins to form in Steve's mind. What if the man they all believe to be Rafe Hernandez isn't Rafe at all? Could it be that Arnold Feniger, Rafe's doppelganger who was presumed dead, has somehow returned? Given Salem's history with bizarre science and twisted resurrections, it's not entirely far-fetched. After all, Dr. Wilhelm Rolf has been known to work his twisted magic before. Could he have brought Arnold back, molding him into a weapon for someone's sinister plan? Steve, determined to get to the truth, embarks on an investigation that takes him down a dark and winding path. His relentless pursuit of answers leads him to uncover disturbing inconsistencies in Rafe's behavior, strengthening his theory that the real Rafe may be in grave danger, or worse. Jada seeks comfort in Shawn's arms as Salem braces for the fallout from these revelations. Jada struggles to pick up the pieces of her shattered life. With her career in ruins and her reputation in tatters, she finds herself at a crossroads. Angry, betrayed, and utterly alone, she searches for someone to turn to. Enter Shawn Brady. Though he was instrumental in her downfall, he also finds himself weighed down by guilt. The evidence he presented against Jada doesn't sit right with him, and deep down, he wonders if he's been manipulated into helping orchestrate her undoing. With Valentine's Day fast approaching, emotions run high, and loneliness creeps in. Jada and Shawn, both vulnerable and wounded, find themselves drawn together in an unexpected way. One moment leads to another, and soon they're caught up in a passionate encounter that neither of them sees coming. But is this a fleeting moment of solace, or the beginning of something more? And if the truth about Rafe, or rather, his doppelganger, comes to light, what does that mean for the growing tension in Salem? With betrayals, resurrections, and tangled romances dominating the town, Salem is in for a rollercoaster of emotions in the coming weeks. As Jada fights to clear her name, E.J. continues his ruthless climb to power, and Steve inches closer to uncovering the truth. One thing is certain, nothing is as it seems in Salem. Will Jada prove her innocence, or is she doomed to remain a scapegoat for someone else's schemes? Will Steve's investigation lead to the real Rafe, or is the truth too twisted to be believed? And as for E.J. and Belle, will their passion survive the inevitable explosion of secrets? Stay tuned, because the drama in Salem is only just beginning.